I didn't really necessarily want to do this, but I feel and I felt and I still feel like I have to do this. Because I was just on a walk. It didn't last very long because I had to come back and God was like, "You're gonna feel like you have to go to the bathroom." So I ended up coming home. Um, I don't even think I used the restroom. I don't know. Um, um, it's hard. It's hard to forgive people, but I don't think that it's hard for me. I just know the people that I have to forgive. Um, it's gonna be hard for me to say their name because with some of them, I have like court stuff that um is like between us. It's weird, whatever. But there's a lot of people that I'd like to forgive, and I don't know if I'm ready to even mention them. Um, I'm about to be the same age as my mom was when she had me. I'm 31 and a half. No, I'm not 31 and a half. I'm 30 and a half. And I just I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I I don't know how to go about this, but I came up here to Oregon, specifically like Clackamas County, Oregon, um, West Oregon, because I've been in Portland before this, and and I've been to Salem, so stuff um just keeps happening, and I don't know how else to word this other than, there's a lot of talk about in the church about forgiveness and that you should forgive those that have hurt you and stuff like that. And while I understand that, it's irritating for me because I know that I have to make this video because there's no other safer way that I can um ask, not just ask for forgiveness, but forgive in general. And it's not really forgiveness, it's I'm sorry. And um my brother, I came up here in 2009 with the pretenses that my brother was doing fine. I'll say that. I didn't hear much of, oh, your brother is doing terrible or anything like that. But I also came up here thinking, you know, and believing really that I don't know, God, how do you want me to forgive these people? I can't even be around them because with some of them, there's court stuff, and then whether it's already happened, so that's in the past, the recent past, or it's going to happen. Like it's just irritating for me to try to forgive because I don't think that I was able to, like Britney Spears, very much like Britney Spears, by the way, which is like, whoa, um, able to forgive in the courtroom or at any circumstance. I don't think I was able to forgive this brother-in-law the way that I would have wanted to, and really would have been able to say, "Look, Your Honor, like all I want to do is, um, forgive this person and try to understand why you couldn't reach out to not just me, but my brother and say, hey, I have this sister. She's looking to get married, or she's the 41. Screw him, I just remember we'll call her Erica Judy Barone, because that's the playlist that I have for her on my YouTube channel. And Miss Erica, she was voted biggest flirt in Canby High School. I don't care if she is mad about that. There are, I'm sure, yearbooks on her in high school. So, in the Canby High School library. But, oh Lord, I just pray not does anybody finds this video, because I don't need the retaliation. I don't need people to be upset that there's a video talking about I forgive you. I don't need none of that. All I need is people to understand that I'm sorry and that I forgive you, and that's all that I can say. And more importantly, how scary it is for me to ever be around you because of what you've done to me. And I'm speaking of a person that is definitely Aria Montgomery from Pretty Little Liars. If you don't know who it is, I will do my best to put links down below, or put a hashtag, or you can search up in the search engine on YouTube, Aria Montgomery, because I don't think that it's been fun for me not to, and really productive for me not to be with Trump Jr. I'm just making this video out of being a 30-year-old woman. Yes, I'm 30. Whether you can believe it or not. And I got this hair on my face that I don't like and stuff. And I'm just tired of feeling like I'm restricted in the state of Oregon. Because I watch Couponing Girl, and she doesn't have to deal with half the crap that I've had to deal with in this state. But regardless of how irritated I am, I'm sorry, and I forgive you, and we can move on and be happy, or not. That's great too. Not really, because my mind thinks that if we don't move on and get past this, we're never gonna move on and get past anything. So, that's what I just wanted to come on here and say. I probably should have done a short video of this. It doesn't matter. But I feel like I can't articulate my words correctly because of how much abuse I've had to go through. And I'd like to mention lots of people's names, but that even scares me alone too. I just don't feel like God is understanding where I'm coming from, being that I was literally abused in, can I say it? Are you gonna get mad? I was literally abused in, well, I was gonna say the town's names, but my mom moved so much that it's almost impossible at this point to say just one town's name. But my mother moved so much, and I just don't understand where the respect lies in that type of situation. And I'm not a coward for trying to make a video. I just understand that safety is a concern for me. I'm supposed to be the president 2 times after Donald Trump. Have no idea how that's supposed to happen. Have no idea how it's going to be articulated. I do need money, and I'm afraid that if YouTube doesn't give it to me in any way, shape, or form, I could potentially be out of everything. I get $215 a month from the county. I'm being honest, so don't take me to court on some stupid stuff. The last time I went to court, it was a long span, a little over a year of it, and it was irritating. It's just, court is just not for everyone, and I'm sorry, brother, whatever you had to go through that hurt you, but hurt people do not need to hurt people. Hurt people need to tell the people that they've ever seen, um, hurt people need to tell the people that they've ever seen, um, hurt them, that they're sorry. Because if you don't tell the people in your life that you're sorry and that you forgive them, you're probably not going to progress much. Now that that's off my chest, again, I don't have any idea how I'm going to be the president. I literally do feel like Miss Couponing Girl has explained recently on her channel, that she had to go through. I have like no money, I have no car, no idea how I'm going to learn how to drive. I don't like reading that much. I've had to block a lot of things out of my life, including my mom and including my mom on this cell phone that I'm recording from, because people are starting to hurt my feelings, and I don't really know why you have to do that. To somebody who has done nothing to you. I don't know. I forgive my mother, but I don't know if I will ever trust her. I think I trust God for not being a man that he would lie way more than her. I'm looking straight on so I can focus on what I need to say, because this is ridiculous, you guys. Like, I have no money. Like, right now, I'm being honest, so if you're a jerk, please be convicted and get off of my channel. Because I don't need you trying to find out where I live. I don't need you trying to find out maybe where other people live. If I put that out there, it's not for you to be an idiot. It's for you to be respectful and um this house right here, it's right behind us, is this house is my adult foster home that I've complained about on this channel before. Antonia loves you 4662. And why are there so many walkers and dogs with walkers around here? It's weird. Um, this it's a culture shock for me to be here, because I don't know if it's what it is, but there's a lot of people coming to Oregon that have no clue about what they're getting themselves into. You can't just move up to Oregon because you think that it's gonna make you feel better. You gotta learn to control your life where you're at, and that goes for lots of people, I guess. But it goes to say, like, you just can't constantly be moving. You have to reach out to people for help, or God. I'm not saying people. I'm saying God, and you know, and a viable God at that. Like, don't be a liar. Don't believe in lies. Now that that's off my chest, yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna be the president. The brother-in-law that I'm supposed to have, he kind of, and again, I forgive you, and I am sorry, and I'm sorry for what I did, but you crossed the line too, you, especially your sister, like, screw him, his sister's supposed to be my sister-in-law, your honor, and you're telling me that I'm a bad person for calling him out on YouTube, or, not on YouTube, on, Facebook, and telling me that I'm a bad person for saying that he was Jesus. I don't think so. And they've been having me on um mental medication um since I went into the Oregon State Hospital. So I don't understand what this abuse is about, and if I have to, I will have to take legal action against you, or honestly end up killing myself because you're such an abusive person. Why would I want to be around you? I'm speaking for my birth father that's like, you know what? No, Teresa, I don't like you. You are overweight, which nowadays I look at myself, I'm like, why am I why am I overweight? It's ridiculous. Um I just don't understand where the respect lies, and I'm tired of saying it. And I think that Couponing Girl is also tired of saying it. And you people need to be nice. I don't care where you come from. I don't care if you're out of America, which, by the way, YouTube is an American platform. So if you're on it and confused as to why you have to be respectful, guess what? You got another thing coming for you, because in America, we worship God. It's in God we trust. And I don't care what your feelings are on little things. It's the amount of respect that people give, and the amount of understanding of the prophet Micah in the Bible that people don't understand. And by the way, when I say Micah, I'm saying that because I had a stepbrother named Micah Tolby, and I have mentioned him numerous times. And recently, I got a comment on another page talking about, oh no, it's President Donald J. Trump. I'm like, no, it's not, because you don't know the facts, and if I have to, I'll end up having to sue you because you're a liar, sitting behind a profile thinking you know what somebody's name is in the Lamb's Book of Life. And it's not even about the Lamb's Book of Life. It's what would God call you when you're in the womb, when you're conceived, and maybe even before. We are all thoughts from God. We're not thoughts from human beings. It's not. Bottom line is, for me, you guys, I have no idea how I'm going to be the president after Miss Ivanka Trump, and especially after Donald Trump, Ivanka Trump, Antonia Trump, and it just keeps unfolding. My husband is supposed to be my vice president, and then it's supposed to be him and his brother Eric, and then it's supposed to be Eric and my brother Micah Tolby. And it's just supposed to keep going. If you want to know, I actually have a video out on here on my YouTube channel, whether you've watched this channel or not, because I know a lot of y'all are haters. And the funny thing is if you leave a hate comment, I have a right to remove it. And I know some of you ain't Americans. I know some of you are ungrateful Americans. I know some of you are hateful Americans, and I know some of you are foreign Americans, and then I know some of you are foreign, out of this town, out of this country. I meant to say Americans. I'm just tired of this hatefulness and hateful people. If you're gonna say that you don't like hate, you need to back it up. You can't just talk and then expect people to listen. You know, that's the same analogy. Um, yeah, I think me coming from two Republican parents, it has definitely been a roller coaster fucking ride. And as somebody who was Mexican, ethnic, all the way around, um, I know that I don't like really fast roller coasters. Um, it scares me, you know, to think that I could just die. By the way, you know, in case anybody's watching that's a lawyer or something, um, my brother Stephen Barone has tried to kill me my whole life, and the fact that he has never been put in prison for just threatening my life is ridiculous. I don't think that people need to listen to somebody from the evil one talking about, oh, we gonna save the children, and they're out doing body shots on the fucking weekend, and then they wonder why on Monday we're thinking that they sound like they've had body shots over the weekend, and Sunday is for church. I do believe most black people know that, Miss Harris. So get that under wraps, because we tired of you just distorting God's view on stuff. I know Couponing Girl does not drink alcohol, and I know she does not do any type of drugs, whether it's easy drugs, hard drugs. I'm sorry. I hope Ananda doesn't come out here and try to start stuff, because I got a camera on, and I know that she plays shy all the time. I had to say that because I live in this home, and apparently there's like a lot of like build up of what do they call it, like animosity or something, like just build up of just irritation and people not getting their lives in order, and then they mad at everyone else. It's just it's hard, you know, to be anyone in this world at this point. It's my life has been definitely difficult since I moved out to Oregon, and I would definitely tell myself if I could, don't move up to Oregon, because there's really nothing here for me. And in California, I could have had a television show with my family and practically looked like Khloe Kardashian ripping her family. Um, yeah, yup. I gotta use the loot pretty soon, so I just wanted to make this video because I just know that I have to forgive people, but from a distance, because I'm sorry, you know? Isn't that enough? Like, and one thing I do understand is coming up to here, it did look like my daughter, my stepdaughter, bonus daughter, stepdaughter, it's all the same to me. Um, I did look like my daughter, Chloe Sophia Trump, um, I did look like her. She is supposed to marry Rocktard, so her last name's gonna be Butler. So that'll be good. But I don't know, she's just waiting for me to take these shoes and throw them in the trash. Children. Ashley, don't take me to court. You know, I'm gonna rip open envelope with the whole entire Bible in it. I don't know what else to say. How long have we been on here? 24 minutes. It's my birthday in August. Thanks nobody for showing up last year. I don't know. Last year was different. Last year was not Trump. Prices on gas was not going down. You know, I just know that I need to be with Trump. And I'm sorry to I think I mentioned their last name, the Niger family, but you guys can't just go around thinking you know how to decide how things are supposed to go. Um, I know that I'm Mario Montgomery, and when I lived with my dad, I think I actually exercised that more. Being with my mom is like being with an extremely quiet person, and it's really scary to be around a quiet person because you do not want to um disappoint um I need to go brush my teeth. Oh man. Uh Thanks mom for feeding me soy baby milk. Yeah, that soy powder formula milk. Feeding a baby formula in a bottle is not breastfeeding. I think I would know that, and I've known that for years. Um, I don't know what else to say. Erica, if you're watching, I love you. You always inspired me in high school to be bolder, and she really is like a Missy Lanning type person. But I need to be with Trump. I need to be making this world go round because it doesn't just go round just to go round. I think when I was like a kid, like not even in high school, I didn't realize, man, what the heck, all these flies. We need a bug zapper out here. Yeah, one right there. And some different house. I think when I was a kid, I used to think that the world it just goes around. Like I just remember having that conversation with my brother before he went woke. Um, which by the way is a sin. Um, being convicted right now, people. um, yeah, it's not fun to be around anybody that's sinning. And bottom line is, I never had a sister-in-law. I never had a sister growing up. I only had brothers. When my mom remarried after my dad, we moved up to Canby, Oregon because because my mom knew and had met a very Steppenwolf type of a man. He looked really scary. Um, um, I don't know what else to say. I just feel like, just checking the time, you guys. I just feel like it just needs to, life needs to go by just a little bit more easier because it hasn't been fun for me not to be with Trump Jr. I'm not even gonna say on here, YouTube, um, anything but I'm sorry and I forgive you and I hope you forgive me and I don't want this to be all lovey-dovey, goofy, but I do. And at the end of the day, Trump Jr., if you need a wife, I am your wife. I am your Ari Montgomery from PLL. If you don't know, I'll try to leave it down below. But I'm tired, you guys. Like, every day that goes by is another day where I just feel so worn out from the devil. And his attacks through many of y'all. Yeah, I definitely come from two Republican parents, and I don't think that at least my dad has let that shape his perception of God and stuff. So, oh, that's so sad. How did like, people have got to be careful. There's a kid across the street from me. I'm not gonna show him. And he looks like he's on some kind of push thing with a cast on his leg. I'm just like, how do these freaking things happen? It doesn't just happen like that, you guys. There's ways to prevent that stuff. Yeah, be like me and don't try to be a contortionist or whatever people trying to do. Um, I'll leave. I'll leave the I'll try to leave the hashtag at least of Aria Montgomery down below. I'll probably try to leave other hashtags like because I know for my brother in Mo in the Oregon PD, um I'll try to leave my brother's and his wife, real wife, yeah, Miss Erica Judy Barone. Oh my god. I just, you know what, I also don't know where the respect lies because, like, why can't Erica just be faithful, you know? I just sometimes feel like this is a conversation, a very Maori conversation, and if you know that the black family here on YouTube, I have to explain to you guys all the time, so don't be mad. I have to explain what I'm trying to tell you. I'm tired all the time. I don't know. I'm starting to forget what I'm saying because my grandma in 2022, this is again, my mom should have, we've always tried to tell her, my mother, that, um, that, my aunt Colleen Blindo, I don't think she's scared of me putting her on YouTube. My auntie took a G last name, and that's been working for her for years. Since like November 17th, I forget the year. It's just they've been together for years. I guess a decade. What am I trying to say? And then my mom is supposed to take a B last name because that's her mom's maiden name. So, I don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to make some money on YouTube because life has not been easy up here in Oregon. And I do need to move out. And I need to move in with the junior. And I hope that he listens because this life is boring. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you are any of the people that I feel like I have to forgive that I've ever met up here in Oregon, let alone California, feel free to leave a comment. Please be nice. Like, just say thank you or something to me, and we'll get past this bump in the road, you know? I do believe Missy and Brian Lanning, well, Brian and Missy Lanning, I don't know. I do believe they aren't lying when they say you just have to love. And love is definitely found in the Bible. And I will make that a law because I have the right to. So, I'm going to get going. Thanks for watching and goodbye.